So, I'm a 22-year-old male who lives in Georgia. This story takes place when I was 20 years old. I live in extreme North Georgia, but I go to college in Atlanta for a good majority of the year, returning home only to work at my glorious gig at a coffee shop. Anyways, a few weeks back, I had just moved in for the start of my junior year. I'm a history major, and most nights I'm stuck in my dorm doing endless amounts of reading, if not writing essays commissioned by the devil himself. The point is, I'm a forced shut-in thanks to my professors and their shenanigans. However, just last week I had a night where my workload was light, so I decided to make a well-deserved trip to find myself some nourishment. We have this huge campus center where literally everything is: Starbucks, the campus store, the cafeteria, etc. I went there because our cafeteria has late night hours and you can get a medley of delicious munchies, including pizza, cereal, soda, and the like. I was more than down, so I walked the short walk, at most 3 minutes one way, to the campus center. There's this concrete path that leads there and is pretty much a straight shot. The only problem is it's not lit very well and is completely encased by woods. It's creepy. There's no getting past that. I mean, the entire school was designed with this Gothic-style architecture, so it's like living in a goddamn castle courtyard. Anyways, I scurried along and finally reached the cafeteria. Not very exciting, I know. So I leave the center and head back with snacks in tow. Me being the only fool out this late. As I reach the mouth of the path, a chilly, sharp wind howls suddenly and cuts me like a knife. It is September in the hottest damn city in the South, I thought to myself. 1,000 degrees outside and a wind that cold blows out of nowhere? Not likely. I kinda brushed it off and began walking again. Then, this is where shit gets terrifying. The 3 streetlights that were deciding to grace me with a small flickering aura reminiscent of light all went out. Every fucking light. There was a sinister pop, and then utter darkness surrounded me. A new moon meant no natural light, and no natural light meant I was a scared little college student. I stood there for a second or two, taking darting glances. I then picked up my pace. Out of nowhere, I started hearing this raspy, almost inhuman growling sound which escalated into the most ungodly moaning I've ever had the pleasure of hearing. I kid you not, I pretty much lost my shit. This sound was like something a tortured spirit would spit out, as if they were in agony. My heart was pounding out of my chest and I was sweating a cold sweat. I've never heard anything like it, and I hadn't felt this way since my childhood encounters with spirits. It sounded like, however, it was not created by a single source. Much to my shock and horror, it kinda sounded like it was coming from multiple mouths, or whatever. All of these sounds were converging towards, you guessed it, me. I found every last ounce of courage I had left and darted back to my room. As I was running, the sound was right on my tail. The endless moans of a multitude of restless spirits were literally chasing me down that hellish road. I ran inside my dorm, locked myself in my room, and turned off the lights. My window was situated to where I could see the end of the path. As I looked, nothing was out of the ordinary. The lights were once again bathing the path in a subtle, dim, flickering light. There was a slight breeze rustling the bushes, but nothing at all was out of place. It was like I had stepped into and out of the damn Twilight Zone when I took that path. I can't explain what happened to me, but I know what I heard. I know that I will never forget what I heard that night. If hell was ever to be on Earth, it was on that path that night.